Have you tried to lose fat and ended up gaining all that fat again? You lose fat for some time, then become fat again, and this keeps on happening to you. You feel that no matter what you do, you cannot lose fat. This is because your body cannot constantly lose fat. You cannot be on a caloric deficit constantly. If you do so, your body will feel like it is starving and you will end up regaining all that fat. Can you work continuously for hours or days? No, you need sleep. That is how your body recovers. Humans spend one third of their life sleeping. Those are a lot of years, but sleeping is essential. Similarly, you need to take breaks from fat loss and recover. That break is known as a maintenance phase. Just like you cannot work with maximum effort all the time, fat loss also cannot be extreme. Losing fat at a rate of 0.5 to 1% body weight per week is optimal. If you try to lose fat too fast, then the chances of you gaining all the lost fat increase. It is better to go slow, steady, and win the race instead of losing fat very fast, click a transformation photo, and become fat again. You can lose fat at a slower rate, but the problem is that small changes in body weight will be very hard to track. You also might get disappointed if you are not seeing significant progress on the scale. Fat loss of a few hundred grams is not that motivating. How long can you keep losing fat? How long can you be in a caloric deficit? Generally, it is better to not lose fat for more than 12 weeks. After 12 weeks of caloric deficit, the chances of rebounding and gaining back fat increase. So it is better to not be in a deficit for more than 12 weeks. You can call this the fat loss phase. During this phase of 12 weeks, try not to lose more than 10% of total body weight to avoid rebounding or gaining your fat back. If you are 220 pounds or 100 kilos, you should aim to lose 22 pounds or 10 kilos in 12 weeks. A fat loss phase could also be as short as 1 week, but it is very hard to track fat loss in that short time. It is not possible to tell if it was fat loss or water loss in 1 or 2 weeks. That is why a fat loss phase should be a minimum of 3 weeks. But now you must be wondering, I don't want to lose just 20 pounds. I want to lose more. I have hundreds of pounds of fat to lose. You cannot lose all fat in one go. This is where multiple fat loss phases are required, with maintenance phases between them. It is like you work, take rest, work, rest, work, rest. These maintenance phases allow your body to adapt to that lower body fat percentage. If you have been fat for a long time, your body feels that this is normal. When you try to lose that fat, your body feels that it is starving and forces you to eat more. This is why people gain fat after extreme dieting. They cannot resist the food. When you go slow and implement maintenance phases, it gives the body time to adapt to the new weight. A maintenance phase should be at least two-thirds of the fat loss phase. It is much better if it is as long as the fat loss phase. If you lose 22 pounds in 12 weeks, then you should maintain that weight for at least another 12 weeks, after which you can go on another fat loss phase. This also depends on how you feel. After a fat loss phase, your hunger levels will rise, and even normal food will start tasting good. Let's say you maintain your weight for 12 weeks, which means you are ready to lose fat again. But if you are craving food and thinking about food all the time, then you are not fully recovered. You need to wait for more time before starting another fat loss phase. If your weight is not stable during the maintenance phase, then that is another sign of not being recovered. As you keep going on multiple fat loss phases, let's say at first you burn 22 pounds of fat, the next phase you burn 20, then 15, and so on. The maintenance phases you will require will be much longer. In some cases, you might need a break of half a year from dieting. Why is that? Let's go back to the previous example. When you work for 8 hours a day at the office, you do get sleep at night, have fun for a couple of hours, but even after that, you need a holiday on Sunday every week. After months of working, you need a long vacation to relax. The same applies to fat loss. You will need longer maintenance phases as you try to lose more and more fat. At this point, you might want to close the video thinking that this is too slow. You do not have that much patience. You want instant results like the transformations you see on social media. Do not let social media fool you. You have no idea about the extreme methods used in these transformations. Most of the people in the transformation pics end up gaining their fat back. But you do not see that. Social media is not reality. So how do you go into a maintenance phase? First, calculate the approximate amount of calories you require for your current body weight. Let's say you are currently eating 3000 calories and you require 4000 calories to maintain your new weight. Here, start by eating 3500 calories. Once you do that, you will experience some weight gain due to water retention for a week. Let's say you go from 198 to 200 pounds. That will be your baseline weight, which you have to maintain. As you are recovering from a dieting phase, your metabolism will rise. Due to this, you will experience some weight loss. After a couple of weeks, your weight could drop down to 199. In that case, add 250 calories to your diet. If after a few weeks your weight again drops to 199, then add another 250 calories. Keep doing this as long as your weight is dropping. Maybe you will end up with 4500 calories and still maintain your weight at 200 pounds. That will be your maintenance calories. If your weight is increasing, going to 201, 202 pounds, then cut back on those extra 250 calories. Do this and maintain your weight for as long as your fat loss phase was. If you feel you are comfortable and not feeling hungry, then you can start another fat loss phase. Or else, keep maintaining. Like, share, subscribe, and do not forget to hit that bell icon.